into its own hands.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeps it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pocket breaking down. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why would...
Maybe a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Travisgang coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way. They can have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again. A long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Opening. Drive comes from the 12-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense in press coverage. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? When Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. This time he's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get him.
And he's in. Touchdown, no!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Unloads to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. Smashes through the tackle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense,
snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it in. Defensive score. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Daniels. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On target. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Now on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got his man. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing, Mensah. Fires it. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida State.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Running inside. It's Fletcher. Got a little grass. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Got his man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Noles need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Complete. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. He makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Breaks into the open. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment. It'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got a man, it's Robinson.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And the defense drags him down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, here's Brown. Crosses the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, 1st down for this offense.
Makes the grab, it's Lofton. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Mensah fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Turns it loose. Complete to the left. Perhaps a... down, saving tackle at the 17.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they safe they go zone. And it's nice to have a running back that can line up in the slot, read the zone, kind of sit down and understand where to be. QB throws the strike. He makes the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.